What's up, Click?
You all right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, how did the start of camp this year compare to last year? Obviously, the season started later, but just in terms of like the personalities of guys, the young guys understanding what's expected of them, is it a lot different?
I would say it's a lot different because last year was a lot of new faces, and just guys didn't know when the season was going to start. I don't know how in shape guys were, you know what I mean? Because we were just playing it by ear to see when the season was going to start. But this year, I would say the younger guys and even the older guys that are here did a tremendous job of just preparing themselves for training camp, and you can see, the preparation that everyone has, has been doing over the past couple months of the offseason. You know what I mean? So you see that. Like I would say that's the and then it's just a lot of familiar faces too around here. So you know each other's game. You know how to play with each other, and you know what to expect from each other. So that's a little different in the aspect of last year where we brought in just a total group of guys. We didn't have a chance to work out before the season started. We had 3 weeks that we worked out together as as a team, and that really helped off. It really paid off tremendously, I would say.
What have you seen from Killian, kind of along those same lines, just coming in and knowing, your teammates, knowing tendencies? What have you seen from Killian?
Man, he's been super aggressive, man, and I love it. I love it. You should have seen the play he made today. Shit, even the other day, I was screaming at him for a couple plays because how impressed I was. But he's been big time, man. He's been really leading us at that point guard role, and you see he's comfortable, you see he's confident, and he's been big time, man. He has been.
And for a point guard especially, just how difficult it is to come to a situation like last year where not only do you not, know your teammates, but you barely have any time to prepare at all.
Shit, but I would say some guys, they have the opportunity to play summer league just to get a feel of the NBA game. Killian really didn't get a feel of the NBA game last season. Like summer league is big. Like I don't know if anyone noticed, but us as players know how important and critical summer league is to get a feel of the NBA game and see how the NBA game is played, how fast it's played, the decision making that goes in the 24 seconds on that shot clock. It's crucial, and I think he did a great job in summer league, and it's carried over to them. He's been putting in the work all summer too, so it's all just the trickle effect just paying off.
Rodney, changes in the coaching staff, and obviously the roster continues to turn over.
Right.
And Dwayne mentioned that the focus of what the coaches are doing now is more teaching than it used to be with the previous staff. What have you noticed in how valuable is, even for a vet like you, to do some more of that teaching and going back and looking at the fundamentals?
That's the basic steps of the game, and sometimes they get overlooked because you think you just play basketball, but it's nice to break that, break the scenario, break the schemes down, and relearn everything. It's like teaching an old dog new tricks, you know what I mean? Like it's very, very pivotal to like our success as a team, and just guys being on the same page and knowing like if I go here, he's gonna go there. Just knowing the rotations of those breakdowns and those teaching points, like they add up to those little details that we're really gonna need on the floor.
Is that a new energy that those coaches are bringing?
I would say yes, it is. It is, and like you said, they are bringing like a different energy. They are, man. They like a lot of gas from those coaches.
How do you see this group being able to strike the balance between you're young, you've got a lot of guys who want to get up and down, and yet you don't want to commit a lot of turnovers? And for a young team, how do you kind of strike that balance of taking advantage of your athleticism and depth without being error prone?
I think you have to go out and play those first couple games and just see, and then from there, that's where you have to like scale it back and see like, okay, you need to make this decision, like, you know what I mean? First, we just got to go play the game and just see how the new flow and the new offense is going, and then you go in and make those changes. You can't really make those changes right now because everyone's been looking good in practice. So it's hard to say like, we got to scale him back because everyone's been making the right plays, making the right reads, and being a good team. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say right now, but once we get a few games and we see how the game is going, then we know we got to stick with that or we got to make some changes.
You've seen a lot of young players come into the league, a lot of guys with big reputations. How does Cade strike you as someone who, from a maturity readiness to play standpoint?
He's one of the most mature #1 picks I've ever seen. He is, though. Like I would say, another one of those guys, D Rose. Like just that demeanor that I'm coming in to work. I'm going to do what I have to do. What do you need me to do? Like, you know what I mean? Like they they asked him to do rookie duties, and he did it without even, you know what I mean? That's just humility that you need from a young guy who it shows what he's about. It shows that he's all in. He's not just worried about himself and stuff like that. That's the little things that carries over into the court. So he is very poised, and I'm expecting big things from him.
Where do you think that comes from?
I think it's family, man. Family upbringing. That's what I would say. Just how tight they are, and just how they roll, and you could just see it. And you know, I feel like he got an older brother, so he learned a lot from his older brother being the younger brother. So that kind of matures you faster too. Like, you know, you want to hang with big brother, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta mature. So I think that just comes from his family.
And that's a different kind of thing too, because as a younger brother, you're just doing enough to be able to hang with them. It just seems like an old soul, just like he listens to Marvin Gaye.
That's because he got a lot of older dudes that he hang with. That's what that like everyone I know who's like that, they hang with all older guys. So like, you know what I mean? So to hang with the older guys, you can't act like a kid. You want to hang with the big, like, you know what I mean? You got to mature up faster and grow up faster. I would say that comes from just where you're from, I would say.
Thanks, Rodney.
Nah, I appreciate y'all.